Why'd you cross out with me? You know you have no power over me. I get on your nerves, so I twitch. My friends call me bitch, but that's okay cause I'm your bitch. I'm the rich bitch and I got money I got. She likes me a lot. It's a good triple joy. I get until she gives me a boy. If I find out I'm not the only one, I'ma treat you like I'ma take your mouth and nose off. If you dare to take it.
Music got a life form of his own. And really, I don't think we have much control over it. It's not as much as we think we have.
If someone is real and totally honest, they'll make a good album. It's just being real. Someone who's pretentious is not going to make an album which is going to touch your soul. Music's the only thing I can do. If I could make money by being a villain, being a tough guy, I would probably. Because that's all I know and it'd be easy. So I can't do that because I'm no good at that. You know what I mean? I ain't got the nature of, and I ain't got the anger in me, really. And it's the only thing I could do. It's a thing that's been with me since I was young. And it took over all that, selling bits of weed, thieving, it just took over my life.
1, 2, 1, 2.
Mic check.
They used to call me tricky kid. I lived the life they wish they did. I lived the life to own a car. Now they call me superstar. I keep disturbed, I'm a weird. Everybody wants to know what my mama did. I tell you everything, tell you lie. Look deep into my mama eyes. Everybody wants a record deal, and everybody wants a record deal. Everybody wants me naked and famous.
Naked and famous.
Everybody wants me naked and famous.
Naked and famous.
And everybody wants to be just like me. I'm naked
and famous. Check it.
My dreamer still is done!
Just needs to be signed, that's it. Very nice.
Fuck, you know, it's done. And everybody got a record deal and everybody wants to be naked and famous. Everybody's got a record deal and everybody wants to be naked and famous. Everybody wants to be just like me, I'm naked and famous. Everybody wants a record deal. And everybody just wants to be like me, I'm naked and famous. Famous.
I haven't had the time to adjust to become a superstar, which I don't really want to be. So, I mean, there's nothing real about being on stage. There's nothing real about kids screaming at you. So, I mean, TV's not real, the magazine thing is not real. It's not real life, that's not how people live, you know what I mean?
To anything, so I have to hide from everything. Everybody want a piece of me. Rinse the origin and cease to be. Forget the punk, I pack the funk. I'm gonna take a piece of you, making money for good health. But first I learned to see myself. But first I learned to see myself.
Welcome to the school, Mr. Adrian Thaws. And thank you very, very much indeed for coming in to see the kids.
No problem at all.
How long is it since you've been here?
14 years.
14 years.
Gotta be 14 years. I'm nervous, man. So you're the music teacher?
Yeah.
Who's gonna make a song then? Please? QI20 basically is like it's a sequencer. So you can't sample on it. But it's like, imagine a keyboard with hundreds of different sounds. And basically it's just like as simple as using a tape machine. Press record there, and you press play, right? It gives you a client. And I don't even worry about the bars and all that stuff. And I think personally, if you're getting music lessons and they tell you got to be on the one bar, take any notice of that. That's just all rubbish. Hesitation is a good thing in music, I think. I mean, it's a good thing. So that's because I don't do it on the one of things. That's why I like the QI20 as well, because you can keep all your mistakes and these don't really matter. See, you're like me. I like that. Chaos. music got its own life anyway. Do you know what I mean? Like, if say you got a drum sound, you listen to it long enough, and you smoke enough weed, and it changes anyway. Do you know what I mean? And then it starts talking to you, and it tell you a musical part. Yeah, have a melody.
That's wicked.
See, I don't think artists have control of the music. Like when people say things like genius, I don't think anybody owns it. It's a gift.
If that little bit put you off, say the bit because it goes, it's a melody up until it goes a bit strange, right?
Yeah.
If we were in a studio, we could take that out and just leave this. And even the end's wicked. Wicked.
Kids kill you, don't they? Especially when you got them in nowadays and they got to grow up in these times, man. Fucking wicked.
What's your name?
Adrian Thaws.
I like that chain.
You ain't gonna take it off me, alright? Quick, we got protection, security. I'll tell you what, I wouldn't like to be young now. Like, I wouldn't like to be 15 now. No way. 15 now. When I was 15, I was having so much fun. And my family come here, my uncles. Yeah. Come on, you gotta look after me, security, like you lot. I'll tell you what, at 15, I thought the other day, right? I wouldn't know where to get cocaine at 15. You've got no chance. At 15, I would never know where to get smack, cocaine, any of those drugs. I wouldn't know where to get it. And most I could get when I was younger was a bit of cess, a bit of weed, not even chemically grown, like cess. You know what I mean? I smoke weed every day, right? Having paranoia in your mind every day cannot be good for you. I can't give a fuck what anybody says. And I need it. It's an addiction. I need it. I have to have it. That's a tree up there. We used to go and have a fag. Oh, they've closed it off. They closed it off. What's happened there?
Because in hell be lost in the layers of weakness. All around the surface, one lost with the cheapest. Struggling. Brainwashed with the genetics in my system come tripping. Switch on, switch off.
Remember, I got brought up in the house with no TV. I got brought up with my grandmother's mother. Me, my Uncle Tony, my sister, my Uncle Tony's mum. So that's like 4 generations in the same house. And there was ferrets in like cages, rabbits hung up on the wall. My granddad used to sell rabbits. You know, that's good food, you know. His brothers were all boxers and stuff like that. And he was a champion fist fighter of the Northwest. My great-grandmother was the first mixed race person in Northwest. Uncle Tony reckons it's American Indian. When I look at my hands, my arms here, that always reminds me of my great-grandmother. Look at these, because she had thin arms like this and tattoos. And she had mum on her hand, mum, dad, and something else. You know what I mean?
What have you got on your arm then?
Psychic drawing. There's a guy, he says, he starts a line. You talk to him for an hour, smoke his weed with him. And then he says, I'm going to start a line, and then you tell me when you want to stop. And I stop like up here. It's instinct. That's my soul.
I stand firm for a soil. Liquor I come force, but they juicy, so juicy. Trust me, I've been sticky. And it's round the corner where I shelter.
Isms is a schism. Living out a style that if you believe or deceit, common sense says shouldn't you see. Let me take you down the corridors of my life, and when you walk to your preference.
I grew up in a family where you never see one race of people. You see white people, you see people who ain't quite black, you see people who are very black, you see people who are very white, you see people who are very yellow. You know what I mean? And it's like, and you just get called packies when you're younger. We're mongrels, right? But you know they say in the litter of puppies, the mongrel is the most intelligent. We're totally a mutant race. You know what I mean? We're so fucked up. And I think that aids us brilliantly. All the people in my family are successful. It's the mixed race of blood. I think we're open-minded. You know what I mean? Mark Kidel is the best fucking, one of the toughest guys I've ever seen. You know what I mean? Wild. Martin was a top gangster. Everybody in the family is kind of successful.
My grandfather was a horse dealer, and he had land in Bristol, you know, and he used to buy horses from Ireland and bring them over here and sell them, you know. There was quite a lot of brothers, and they was known as like a rough family in Bristol because the way they lived.
My mum and my dad made a record in the Empire Theatre when they was young. They made a record, so don't think you're the only one.
Did they?
But it was only one off, yeah.
Because he used to play the spoons.
Yeah, and she used to play the spoons and that, but they used to sing lovely together. They had lovely voices. Then I was on the stage with Randolph Sutton. I was playing in the old theatre with him in Babes in the Wood. I was the leading chorus girl. Yeah. You turns after me for all this music. Because I was on the stage and I could have gone farther than you. I could.
I'm struggling.
Look at this. Oh, that's not the one. There's Mike, the only other baby, little boy. Looks a bit like you there, skinny face. Do you reckon? Small face. He went into a club in St Paul's. He wasn't involved in a fight. They wanted to charge him £1, and like he knew everyone there, and he said no way. And it was a little posse group. I don't know who they were. And Michael just had one tiny stab wound, but it killed him.
They say I'm insane.
How's your hands now? Because the thing I remember about you is you had terrible eczema, didn't you?
Oh, mine's, yeah, they're gone.
Yeah.
Tattoos, man.
And you used to say, I can't do PE, I can't have a shower because my hands are broken. No.
It's true though, isn't it?
Oh, I don't know. I think you did it on purpose just to get out PE, really.
This place used to make me shake in my boots. Did we have our last year thing in there? When you cut, and then end of the year.
Black curtain, little stage.
Why do you particularly want to see the sports hall?
I remember the old school. Yeah. I waited here for like how many years?
I don't know. 2? Rest of the time you knocked off.
It's because of you. Couldn't get a good teacher, see? Nowadays I'll be coming every day.
Now
especially how you're retiring.
Now you're being unpleasant.
The days of my playing games and now will it just be a hangover? I got some queries to tell you, a few stories that I'd like to make, a few funky tunes on my sleeve now, funk you just can't fake.
I tell you what, who's making the music, him or the kids? That's whoa. You know, it's not their music. He's not letting them write. He's writing his music, really.
Well, that's true. But I mean, if you take that to say painting,
I suppose it's learning. Yeah, I see.
You know, the kids only paint what they want to paint. They never progress, do they? You know, you have to follow examples in some way.
Yeah, I suppose. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know much about teaching. But it just seemed like to me that guy was saying, you play this, boom, 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 boom.
You play this, boom, 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 boom. I said to her, is that what you want to do though? Is that what they want to do? But I don't know about teachers, so I might be wrong. But that just seemed to pointless. That just upset me.
I can't breathe and I can't see. MTV moves too fast. I refuse to understand. You go your way and I'll see mine. Feels like wasted time. And it feels like I must be blind. How'd you like yourself? You don't know yourself.
To hello, kind, done by love is something you
Individualism. If everyone were like everyone, what would we have? A community of nothing. I would love like you, hate, kill, destroy like you. I suppose it would be nice for everyone to love and not hate, but that is not life. We all feel different. A thing I would look at and say, perhaps a sculpture, and say it was beautiful. Then perhaps another man would say, oh, how obscene. That's what makes life and people so interesting and unpredictable. I am an individual. I want to remain so.
She lived with us from a baby, I think, in Padstow Road to about 11, 12. But she was the brainy one of the family. She could write poetry like nothing on this earth, you know. And she was the first one to ever mention Shakespeare to me, and I read all his poems after that.
Maxine liked to shock. She was before her times. And you see, what you have to understand is Maxine, before she was a bad epileptic, she loved to live. She enjoyed life. She just enjoyed life. Adrian's very much like her.
She's a real straight kid, really loving kid, and not a bit of harm in her. Then she met this Roy, and that was the end of it, because he was no good whatsoever, you know. She loved him. She really loved him. Really, really loved him, and he was messing all the time on different women.
He still doesn't.
And she couldn't take that.
Each time she had a baby, you know, she seemed to have more fits, and that depressed her very much.
She was a beautiful, beautiful girl. Beautiful. She'd come up my mother's in her best clothes. And my old lady said, what are you going like that? And she just said, no, you know, laughing and joking. Visited Marlow, laughing and joking, went to her flat, led with all her best clothes on the bed and killed herself.
She makes me wanna die and follow where Mary goes and cherish the things she knows. And says if I change my stride, then I'll fly. And she makes me wanna die.
It was a thing of his mother dying, the doctor said, the shock of his mother dying, that's when he developed asthma.
And change my stride.
So the doctor told me, he said, the best thing to do is go and tell him that his mum's dead. So, because he was very close to his mum at 4.5, he was like a little old man. So I come home and I told him like his mum was dead, and I said, she's up there with the angels because she had a lot of pain. And every morning he used to get up. I had a thing on my windowsill, and he used to stand up there and look up, and he used to say, good morning, ma'am. every morning. But that's how his asthma first come on. He wasn't born with it.
I've always had this thing about me, man. See that? I've always had this. I don't know what it is. Perhaps it's not knowing her really. Do you know what I mean? But I feel like I still have a relationship with her almost. Do you know what I mean? I write songs. Do you know what I mean? I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is.
Who do you think you are? You're insignificant. A small piece is no more, no less. You try to learn the universe and can't even converse in universe. You know.
So I got asthma. Perfect excuse not to go to school. My nan used to keep me up all night watching TV, like watching old school horror movies, like the Dracula films. And you know all those old, really old horror movies. So I was too knackered to go to school anyway. So thank God, that's why I still got my instinct, because of my nan not sending me to school, which is fucking good. And she taught me to pinch and she taught me to fight. She showed me one day at Butlins, because I was crying for these sweets. She never had no money, and she went in, if you dip these sweets. And she showed me, she's the first person to show me how to make a fist. As well, you know what I mean? Ices, that's what I used to do, ices. I wonder if this could get me in trouble, because I've done hundreds of ices, I've never ever been caught. Most kids want a Mercs, cool chains, and a house. All I wanted was a bag of weed. If I had a bag of weed and my girlfriend, see Alice Parham, this is the reason I never carried on thieving. I reckon Alice Parham, right? When I was going out with this girl, that's all I needed in the world. I didn't need anything. I didn't need no money, I didn't need to go out to clubs, I didn't need anything.
Fuck you in, tuck you in, suck you in.
Then you fly. You fly as fast as you can to pick Jesus.
I am she, mistakes are made, gritted teeth, fists are clutching, breaststroke, blood's left touching, see you in the sun.
And just read that story, what's that story? About the mongoose. It fights us.
Yes, but from the jungle.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Was it Ricky Tikki Terry?
Yeah, Ricky Tikki TV.
Ricky Tikki TV. Yeah. I love that story. It was that room there.
It was this room.
Or yeah,
it was this room here. That's right, yeah.
I feel strange.
Yeah. Well, how do you think I feel 20 years on?
It's strange, isn't it?
It's funny you should remember that story.
Yeah, I remember that story, yeah. Yeah, I remember that story, yeah. I remember you very well. Very, very well. I think I had a little crush on you. Is this where the headmaster's office used to be? Hello, how you going? How's it going?
You remember Mr. Young? Can you remember what he taught you?
This.
Do you remember what you taught you?
No. It would have been maths.
Maths.
Yeah.
See, that's what I don't remember.
When's the last time you were back in Knowle West?
God, I come back about 3 years ago. Yeah. But my family still live in Arcliffe and things like that. I've still got friends there. Do you know what I mean? I've actually got, I've just signed a kid from Knowle West on my label.
Have you?
Yeah, he went to school. Yeah, Scott Purnell.
Went in the army?
Yeah, went in the army, yeah. Well, he's on the label with my cousin Mark. He went Arcliffe school. And my other cousin from Manchester.
But one of the great things from our point of view of visit is that we need to get as many people from the school who are now very successful. I mean, because now you're seen as a god, aren't you? You're seen as that sort. You're up there with the.
I'm seen as a god.
You are.
I'm nodding here. I'm good.
You are. You are. You are.
See, I'm a firm believer in your environment makes you what you are.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And I think I write good songs.
Yeah.
And that's due to having experience where I live and where I grew up. Do you know what I mean?
Aye.
Say kids from here,
Yeah.
but write much better lyrics
Yeah.
than someone from Oxford, say, because they've got more experiences. You know, they've got more to say. You know, there's a little bit more pain there. And that's what music is.
We're coming, they're going. We're smoking the hash, spending our brass. Yeah, I've only got to look around to know these boys are sound. We're here looking at sights, we're not here for the fights. Fine, keep trying to bring it down. I'll go out, I'll have a showdown. As life is still living and staying around. Looking for life, listening to sound. Guns going off all around. Kids getting shot to reverse to the crown. Hey kid, we've all got to die. Pick yourself up, reach for the sky.
What's happening, man?
I can remember you.
Fucking hell, man. Long time no fucking see, big. How's it going, man?
Long time, innit?
Yeah, man. Where you been?
I've been all over the place, man. I know you when you were about that big, man. Come and film Knowle West, innit?
Knowle West? Hardcore, you know the score. We're back on the street, and it's nobody business, isn't it? You know that. Trouble is, things don't change, do they?
No, that's the trouble, see?
In all fairness, I can't remember many kids I went to school with at Marywood who haven't been inside, or, you know.
Kids, that's what I find it hard to talk to teachers, right? Because they say, have you seen so-and-so? And I have.
Yeah.
But I know someone's got 3 years, or
or
someone's got 4 years,
Yeah,
or someone's been shot or stabbed. And it's hard to say to them, you know what I mean?
There's Selby, is that Selby? Drink.
You're right, Paul. I don't think you can remember me, mate.
Good.
How you going, man? Fucking long time, innit? I recognise you from there. This is another old friend of mine, Paul Selby. We used to hang around when we were nippers, man. He was a brilliant footballer, wasn't he?
Oh, he's fantastic.
Brilliant footballer.
He could have been. He seriously could have been like Man United material. Really was superb.
How about Chrissy Morgan and that? Is he still live
Chris
back
is
there?
inside at the moment.
Is he?
He's due, I believe, in August for parole.
What's your nan's name?
Ivy Daniels.
You're related to us, kid. My uncle Martin is
Martin Goffrey.
Martin Goffrey.
My nan's relation.
His nan's relation, which is the Daniels, which Mark knows all more.
I was chatting to my nan today and she on about the Goffreys. She had the colour them.
Yeah.
She said there was one of the artists around.
But if the honey think I'm stuck up, I tell him shut the fuck up.
Do you know what? Oh, I could tell you stories about Uncle Martin. I believe in life, this is truly, I really believe that some people in life can't help it because they are possessed by the devil. There is evil in this world, you know, that you can't control.
But if the honey think I'm stuck up, I tell him shut the fuck up.
So he come and stood there, and he's about as far from you, and he's staring, just staring at me. I thought, this man is stark raving mad. So I thought, well, I'm going to hit him now before anything happens. So I just jumped at him and hit him. And we started fighting. So he pulled out a knife and he cut all the sleeve of my suit. That made me mad now. So I got a knife and I stabbed him in the chest.
Sometimes I think about him and I can't suss him out, do you know what I mean? I can't get into his head. He's got a soft destruct button, definitely, isn't he?
And I went into this club and I looked over and Michael come over to me and said, that's my nephew. Tony's brother said, this fella's having a go at me. I said, you can go. I said, go and fuck off. I said, so when I hit him, it made no impact on him hardly. He was massive big fella. So we started fighting, and I'm hitting him, he's hitting me, and we're going over tables and everything. And I thought, there's no way in the world you're ever going to stop this fella. Never. You'd never stop him. So I stabbed him. And he stopped him then, all right. Oh, didn't I ever? Wallop. He went over like a Polak steer. Wallop.
When I first went down to tape him, he taught it properly. And when he laughs sometimes, that white eye cries. And there was just one tear coming down his face there. And what it was a little bit, he was laughing, but it's almost like he's been haunted. It ain't just that it's funny. Because if you do stuff like that to people, that must, you know what I mean, when you go to bed at night, you know what I mean, you take someone's lung out and stuff, and the things he's done. And it's almost like, that's why I believe like hell on earth.
Yes.
Are you Godfrey?
No.
Yeah, you are. Of course you're a Godfrey.
No, not at all. What do you think of him?
I think he's a good geezer. He just had a hard life.
Yeah, but he's made it hard for himself, hasn't he? Good God.
That was really hard for me to grow up. They never said Marlowe. It was, she's one of the Godfreys, and I hated that. You know, they labelled me. They didn't know who I was, what I was as a person.
I really think that the Godfreys have got a problem in their heads. I'm telling you. And I'm one in the family, and I'm telling you. Schizophrenia runs through the family. This is where my great-granddad's funeral was, here. So Maggie's husband. What's funny is we come here, it's me, Mark, and then all the cars. Then all my uncles started fighting each other outside the house there. They chucked all his rabbit necks in the coffin. Our nan had a fight with Martin outside there. It's mad on a funeral, right? Mad, isn't it? I got a brick in the head here by this little boy when I was a little kid. And I used to love these two twin girls there, and one of them asked me to fight him. Last time I ever fought for a girl, that. Oh.
Guaranteed to be your ICU, and I'm through. Like that. Now ask yourself.
I got fishes out of water in a fucking McDonald's in Paris.
Wait around till I take off my my makeup. Here we go again.
There was a big expectation for this gig in France, especially since the last one, where some people were raving about it and some were a little puzzled. How did you feel your audience yesterday evening?
See, I don't even really think about that. I'm not trying to explain myself to anybody. You come, you like it. If you don't like it.
You mean you're too spontaneous for this kind of shitty mental thing?
Well, I don't know if it's shitty. Some people like that. I'm just saying, I feel like everybody's trying to understand what I'm doing, and what I'm doing is expressing myself. That's all I'm doing.
For those who refuse to be level and exodus, I ain't the devil, it's ain't the exorcist. Worse than a nightmare. Worse than a nightmare. I ain't the devil. I ain't the devil. I ain't the devil, it's the exorcist. Born the rest. Worse than a nightmare. Born the rest.
I want me vitamins. That's my hormone tablets as well.
Really?
Yeah, that's the hormone. See those little ones? Testosterone. Yeah. Because apparently, but when you have an asthma attack, right, the quickest way to do it is steroids, to bring asthma down way. Steroids to bring it, to get it, leveled out and to control it, right? So, steroids apparently wipe out your male hormones. Like for instance, if I'm tired and I've got loads of stuff to do, I'll just sit down and cry. So I've got to take these hormone tablets. I mean, I'm worried it might change my lyrics though, because I look at all my albums and they're all, I'd see them as women's lyrics.
I stand firm for a soul. Liquor I come for, seduce me, dress me up in stupidity.
Hell is round the corner where I shelter. Living in skizzles. We're living on a skelter. If you believe I deceive, then common sense says you are a seed. Let me take you down a corridor.
I could fuck with most masculine men. Verbally, I could fuck with their heads, you know what I mean? I can make them look stupid. You know what I mean? I don't find them very intelligent. Men who are trying to be too male aren't very intelligent, I don't think. I think intelligence comes from having a bit of female in you. You have to have a bit of, you know what I mean? And all man, see, I call men grunters. They're like grunters to me, they just grunt. How many masculine men, real tough guys, do you know are intelligent?
My brain thinks bomb like. My brain thinks bomb like. My brain thinks bomb like. Beware of our appetite.
You were telling me a few minutes ago you want to disturb people, you want to do things unusual. And I read somewhere that you used to dress in women's clothes. It happened to you, just to, you know, to do
when I was about
something
15.
different. You like to toy with archetypes and to
That's
show people
insecurity.
how narrow-minded they are?
No, it's insecurity. It's striving for attention. That's why I'm an artist. No way you're better seeking attention when you're with a posse of boys, you know what I mean? And we're all lads, quite laddie, and I'm wearing a dress and there's 8 kids and trainers in baseball caps. And I've got a dress on a baseball cap. And sometimes it's a challenge.
Yeah.
Because if you're quite vulnerable in a skirt, you're very vulnerable, you know what I mean? So you go out to a club or walk down the street with a sarong on and try and be a tough guy. I think more men should be made to wear this sort of thing, because then I think we might lose some of this tough guy stuff. See, I've lost loads of weight. I've lost about 10 stone because of my broken leg. That's why my body don't look its usual self. Like a Bruce Lee sort of body I'd like.
Is he one of your heroes?
Yeah. He's just wicked. His aura. Energy. That's energy, see? That's what people don't understand. The energy. It's nothing to do with skills, talent. Like music got nothing to do with skills, talent, energy. It's a gift and no one controls it. the boring time, this is the time. There's nothing to do until the gig.
Fucking around with my privacy.
See, these hormones are making me grow hairs. I've got hairs on my fucking chest. I don't know if I like it. I mean, I don't know if I want to be a man. I'm quite decided. But in the work I'm doing, I can't afford to be emotional like that and break down and give in like that and just start crying. I can't afford that. I have to be quite aggressive.
She's a one, makes me feel these ways. He's a one, needs some brains. Can't stand to feel, nah, hate to feel. Going insane, hijack a plane. Don't push me, 'cause I'm close to the edge. I'm trying to lose my head. I really see your eyes bend slowly. Can hardly breathe. I can hardly breathe. Can hardly breathe.
Just watch him stop breathing. Watch him breathe. I right the wrongs and take his songs, and we'll all live happy ever after. Can hardly breathe. Can hardly breathe. Can hardly breathe.
She's one, she's one, she's one, makes me feel these ways. He's one, he's one, he's one, he's sun rays. Can't stand to feel, hate to feel. Can't stand to feel, hate to feel. I can't hardly breathe, hardly breathe. Hardly breathe, hardly breathe. Going insane. Yeah. Don't push. Don't push. Don't push. Don't push. Don't push me 'cause I'm close to the edge. I'm trying hard not to lose my head. Hardly breathe. Hardly breathe. I'm going insane. Jack. Going insane. Going insane. Jack. Don't push. Don't push. Don't push. Don't push. Don't push me 'cause I'm close to the edge. I'm trying hard not to lose my head. Wait. Wait. Break it. Break. Break. Break.
Good picture, don't it? He's very normal. In the beginning, I'm not into smiling. See, now I am for the cameras and things because I want to be taken very seriously. You know what I mean? But I think most people, photographers, the pose they always ask for is, see this one here. All right. And I look like a mass murderer or something. Looks like one of those old gangster. But anyway, they always try and get me to do that one. Like,
Mean and nasty.
yeah. Fucking hell, look at the difference between there and there.
So which one feels more like you?
Sometimes I have to read things 2 or 3 times. Sometimes I see a front cover and I have to look at it. And I still think, I can't believe this is mad. This is like weird, you know what I mean? So I still don't believe it's happening, I think, you know what I mean? Yeah. It's hard to believe it, you know? And I feel like there's different people. There's a kid who went to Marywood School, Adrian Thaws, and there's this kid, Tricky. And now they're like a bit mixed up and I don't know what's going on.
Now who am I supposed to be? 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 Eddie Spaghetti. You come and get tricky anytime you're ready. Fuck that. Now who am I supposed to be? Now who am I? Then I woke up and shit. Then I woke up. Then I woke up. Now who am I supposed to be? Now who am I supposed to be? Fuck that. Now who are you supposed to be? Now who are you supposed to be? You better wake up and shit. You better wake up and shit.
Well, the hard work bears fruit next as we join Tricky live in concert. That's in a couple of minutes.